Alright guys, so with the PvP tier list actually updated yesterday, I wanted to quickly go into a couple of the cookies that I want to kind of really emphasize that you guys really should build, alright, before I go into the PvE tier list, because these epic cookies that I'm going to share with you guys right now are definitely going to be 100% worth it, at least up to the point of this video, alright, at least until the update right now. Currently, these cookies are absolutely OP and super good, and are going to also be available inside of the mileage shop, or specifically one of them is going to be within a special gacha, and then we're going to have some honorable mentions as well. But let's go into it right now, guys, and let's start out with the first one here. And those are going to be the two frontline cookies as of right now, right? And the first one right now that I want to mention is going to be no other than our burnt cheese. All right, so I believe right now burnt cheese is also available inside of the mileage shop. All right, so you guys are able to go and get his soul stone if you guys didn't pull for him yet, or you don't have him yet. He's absolutely amazing. The reason why he's so good right now for not only the PvE but the PvP is because of his unique skill that allows him to gain debuff immunity, not only for himself but also for a cookie with the highest attack. That it can be someone like Golden Cheese, that can be someone like, Creme Brulee, that can be someone like, Black Pearl, Sea Fairy, whoever you actually have that is going to be the highest attacking cookie. Burnt Cheese is able to not only put the debuff immunity for almost 100% of the time, he's also actually able to soak up the damage that they take as well. So that's why he is so good. And additional to that, he does do some good amount of damage here and there, additional to the stun that he has, which is going to be a short a couple seconds right over here, but it's decent. Like, it's not gonna be anything like special or anything like that, but with the amount of debuff immunity that, or debuff resist that we have gotten, but 2 second, it's enough to slightly delay their skills, so that's really good. But burnt cheese right now is one of the best, I will have to say, for not only the PvP but for the PvE as well, for the reasons I've stated before. And additional to that, if you guys do have any of the earth type teams, again with someone like Golden Cheese or someone like fettuccine, then you are able to do some extra damage as well, because you are able to give extra earth type crit damage to the team. All right, so burnt cheese is absolutely amazing, one of the best tanks right now, especially as an epic cookie. And then additional to that, just like mentioned before too, fettuccine is also really good. All right, so fettuccine is another cookie that's really strong in giving a taunt. Of course, this cookie is, as of right now, not available inside of the mileage shop. All right, should be available in the next update, which burnt cheese was added this update. So fettuccine should be coming next update, where I'm gonna also be getting some to get fettuccine up to that 5-star promotion. But fettuccine is a cookie that is just so good at sustaining, sustaining their life, sustaining themselves inside of the actual battle. All right, that's why not only great for PvE but also for the PvP as well, especially for the PvP. For any of the players who do not have someone like Crimson Coral, or just doesn't have Hollow or any of the cookies that are mentioned inside of the video, fettuccine can almost cover every single one of those roles. All right, not only do you have a taunt, but you're able to slow down the enemy, you're able to decrease the enemy's attack as well. You're able to self-heal, and it also has an invincibility. There's another cookie that has invincibility, and that is going to be no other than our Capsaicin, which was honestly broken back in the days. But we have fettuccine now with immortality for 5 seconds, decreasing the attack speed of enemies as well at the during the time, and then you're just able to like literally almost go like full HP at the end. So I have to say that fettuccine is absolutely amazing, and a great option for any of the players to get if you guys don't have a really good strong line, strong front line, which is going to be someone like Crimson Coral, someone like Hollowberry, and things like that. All right, so those are the two frontline cookies that I want to recommend you guys to definitely build right now. And the next one is going to be, right now, I would say Black Raisin. Black Raisin is not the absolute best for the PvP, but for PvE as well as the guild boss battle and something like even the Cookie Alliance, Black Raisin is definitely not a bad cookie, and honestly speaking, a very good cookie. All right, not only is she able to have the magic candy, which honestly you kind of need, but the damage that and the buffs that are provided by Black Raisin with the magic candy is absolutely amazing. Not only do you do extra attack, but you also do have some extra damage that comes out with extra crit. And then additional to that, you have amplified debuff, which is gonna increase the duration of the debuffs that the enemies are gonna take. And at plus 10, you're gonna have weakness debuff. Weakness debuff is absolutely amazing, and Black Raisin's damage is just absolutely bonkers, and allows other cookies to actually do so much more damage as well. That's the reason why Black Raisin is so important inside of the guild boss battle for the Red Velvet Dragon right now. And additional to that, we have tested her out within episode 17 and 18 as well. Great damage, just even without the weakness debuff, her damage is actually really, really good. Wave clear is absolutely phenomenal, as long as you're able to keep the enemies in a group. I would say that's the only downside, but definitely recommend you guys to build Black Raisin for any of the events that might also come out later in the future with the weakness debuff. Compared to Mango, you don't have that RNG for this particular cookie. All right, so that is going to be in one of the DPSs, I would say. And then we also now have some of the, I would say right now, the supports, and without a doubt, it's going to be Parfait. So this update, a PvE tier list, I'm going to be putting Parfait as a meta or SS or must build. But Parfait is also really, really good for the reasons that were stated kind of for Burnt Cheese. Although, she is not going to be the tank version of it, she is going to be amazing with the, ability to put HP shield. You're able to convert excessive healing to HP shield. You're also able to provide debuff immunity to another highest attacking cookie. Although it's not as long as Burnt Cheese, you have a 4-second one, which is pretty good. And then we have healing that is going to take place. This is going to, be for anybody who crits. All right, and then additional to that, you have a burst heal at plus 10, and then you also have your additional, these right here, defense, debuff immunity, as well as the per second heal. So Parfait is absolutely amazing. Again, these cookies are not only good inside of the PvE or the world exploration, but also for the PvP as well. Parfait is just phenomenal, and I'll have to say at least plus 10. If you could get the magic candy, it would be amazing. But someone that is a little lacking in the PvP, but absolutely amazing in the PvE is going to be Cream Puff, and this is one of the cookie that I mentioned before that you're going to most likely, likely need to go and again, you're most likely going to have to go and pull the guild gacha, all right, because you don't have the option of getting Cream Puff with the regular gacha. All right, so Cream Puff used to be not very good, but with the magic candy, she became one of the best support inside of the game, especially allowing you to get not only attack buff but also crit damage buff as well with the magic candy. And additional to that, you have some insane healing and a pretty decent amount of damage also. All right, so definitely this is going to be absolutely amazing for you to try to level up and pull. And then I do recommend, if you guys can, plus 10 minimum, plus 20 if possible, and then plus 30 is honestly super recommended. All right, so don't hesitate in leveling up Cream Puff as of right now. Guild boss battles, Cream Puff still can be used if you guys still going for a very old style, but for cookie alliances as well as the world exploration, Cream Puff is amazing. And sometimes Cream Puff does come out inside of the arena teams as well. All right, but those are going to be the 5 that I really want to recommend. Here comes the honorable mentions now, and the honorable mentions are going to be Snapdragon right now, Snapdragon as well as Icicle Yeti, but mostly towards Snapdragon. The reason why I say Snapdragon is because Snapdragon can be used with Crimson Coral, as well as just kind of is very universal compared to someone like Icicle Yeti. The reason why I say this is because of the fact that Icicle Yeti does more healing for frost type or ice type cookies, while Snapdragon has no restriction of that. Yes, the healing is a little bit, or the skill is a little bit longer, but you don't have the transformation. And you are able to give attack, debuff resist, stun resist, HP shield, and just everything is just insane for Snapdragon. Icicle Yeti is also really great, but one downside is that if you do decide to try to use Crimson Coral, that is not possible, and Icicle Yeti again is focused more towards the ice type cookies. All right, so those are the 2 honorable mention, and one last cookie that I really want to emphasize that everybody, if possible right now during this update to get, is going to be no other than creme brulee. Honestly speaking, one of the best, if not the best, epic DPSs inside of the game right now. Not only for the PvE, but for the PvP as well. I would say even for the PvE, very on par with someone like Tartatan. So second, a range cookie that is taking up the spotlight right now. So I definitely recommend you guys to try to pull for creme brulee if possible. The damage is absolutely insane. Creme brulee is changing the meta for almost everything. Cookie Alliance, Guild Boss Battle, even PvE is getting easier with creme brulee. Because you don't have to debuff the enemy. You just need a buff of creme brulee, and then creme brulee is just able to dish out so much more damage. Because of the Esmeralda buff, you're just going to be able to do much more damage because that is on himself, not on the enemy. All right, so definitely highly recommend if you guys could pull some more. I even want to pull some more, but I just don't have the crystals right now. But you just gotta pull. You just gotta pull for creme brulee. Like you are not gonna regret it. All right, definitely recommend you guys to pull. But those are going to be the 5 super recommended right now. Fettuccine is going to come out in the Milo shop soon again. And then I recommend you guys to pull for Snapdragon as well as Icicle Yeti. More towards Snapdragon still. And then if you guys can pull for, creme brulee, which crystals right now, would be absolutely phenomenal. All right. These are the recommended guys of the epic cookies. I will definitely make the PvE tier list as well soon. But thanks for watching, guys. Good luck with the, contents as well. But, even just with the cookies that I've stated, if you guys make a team with that, like someone like burnt cheese, fettuccine, creme brulee, and then parfait and cream puff, honestly, or even replacing cream puff with Snapdragon, you're probably going to be able to clear through so many more levels right now. So try that out. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.